Welcome to the Heated Archives podcast, a smutfic podcast where your heated rivalry, fan fiction addiction is accepted and encouraged. We don't only talk about fics, there's other aspects of fandom that we want to explore. This is a special interview from our author archive. We have Junie here with us, aka 21CG. Junie is the author of several notable fics, such as Blowback, For Jessica, or not, and a whole alphabet of Holonov smut. As always, we are your lovely and not at all humble hosts, Allie.
Deka.
And I'm Micah.
And welcome, Junie.
Hello.
We're so happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be yapping with you guys.
Great news. We're going to talk for hours.
Yes. I've been looking
Yay.
forward to this for so long.
Me too.
Yes. So this has actually been Micah's brainchild. They fell in love with Blowback, and then we had to hear about it repeatedly. And I think we're all relatively
Repeatedly.
because Micah, I think, has read it now like 5 times.
Yeah, I was on like
Wow.
my 4th reread and I wouldn't shut up about it. I'm like, guys.
And what was funny is I think we were all reading it at different points during Micah's multiple rereads.
Yeah.
So I was like, "I'm reading that right now." And then Allie was like, "Me too," or I'm like on chapter 1. So it was kinda interesting. So last night we recorded, um, episode 3, which is Blowback. Was super fantabulous. We could not stop talking. Um Luckily, no two-part episode for those that are listening to this early. We managed to get it all into one episode. But I think, like, we just wanna shout out, like, what an amazing fic.
Oh, thank you. It's really sweet.
And I think it's so interesting, like, one of the comments I think I made last night was how you keep the essence of our boys from the show and from book. Um, but you kind of pack them into a little earlier. They're
Mm.
communicating well before they start communicating in the books or shows. And Micah had this really great kind of, I don't want to call it like a synopsis, Micah, like the what ifs that you were talking about last night. Like I think that was a really great I don't know what to call it.
Explanation?
All the
Yeah.
what ifs where like I think it was by my like third read through, I started to realize like, oh, this is just like a series of what ifs. It's like you're just like, what if this happens? And then what if this happens again? What if it happens but they're sober? What if Halloween party? Like stuff like that. And I'm just like, so many other what ifs could happen.
Mhm.
Yes. A lot more
We
what
want
ifs.
more what ifs. We want more what ifs. I'm just
There
saying.
may be more what ifs.
Okay.
Yes.
You heard
Yes.
it here
'Cause
first, folks. No, I'm kidding.
one of the things I think we kinda came up with, and because obviously they communicated much earlier, was like, "What if Shane gets drafted and Ilya's the head wag?" And I was like,
Mm.
"Yes, I love this what if." Um, so this is an AU fic, and I think it's always interesting to see AUs, but what inspired the idea for, like, a college AU?
Trying do you know what? I wrote the first chapter what feels like so long ago now that I'm trying to sort of go back about what must I have been thinking about at the time to want to write it. And I don't think it
Mhm.
was like any one thing in particular that inspired it necessarily. I actually think in the author notes for chapter 1 I put something like I just wanted to see Holinov swap spit and smoke a joint or something.
Yes,
And I was like,
listen,
and that's just kind of how it came about. And
it's
it
a good
genuinely,
thing.
yeah, I mean, it was only supposed to be the one shot. I was like, oh, what if, yeah, they were at a house party because I love like imagery and the vibe of, I mean, I've never been to one of being in the UK, but what you see in films and on TV, like the typical American frat party, like that kind of
Mhm.
aesthetic is to me is it's so great. It's so grungy. It's so messy. I love
Oh,
that kind
those
of stuff.
houses, I can vouch those houses are filthy. Like,
I can only
Oh, yeah.
imagine.
do not
Oh,
touch a
yeah, they are.
surface, it is
Mm,
sticky.
yeah.
Um, if there is, like, a staircase, that banister is broken. There are doors closed just because they throw trash in that room and they don't wanna see it.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
it's bad.
Okay.
Like,
Yep, it's bad.
More
Man.
than
but
everything.
so you did a really great job.
Oh, thank you.
Especially, I think the bit where they were, like, mattress surfing down the stairs,
Mm.
that's
Mhm.
probably definitely happening. Every house party for sure.
Yeah, I wrote that thinking nobody's doing this, but wouldn't it be fun?
Now
But
they're all
hey.
drunk. They're absolutely doing it.
They're teenage boys. They have not got a brain cell between them all while they're intoxicated.
Yeah, they're just so drunk they can't see. They're like, "Yeah, let's put a
Mhm.
mattress on the stairs and fly down
Exactly.
in."
Were there any movies that you used for research, or kind of what did you use to figure out this vibe?
Yeah, I there wasn't for Blowback in particular, there wasn't any one film I sort of referenced. I think having grown up just kind of watching a lot of those movies and seeing it on TV, it was kind of in the back of my mind. But when I was trying to get the aesthetic down and kind of get the visuals right, I honestly Pinterest was my best friend. I went on Pinterest and
Pinterest
I
is
was
so
like,
good.
American house party, like red solo cup, like
No.
I
I
was
Allie,
gonna
also
the
be
made a
full.
queen of
Pinterest board.
Pinterest.
Oh, nice.
We can swap Pinterest boards after this. It was fun.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think when we think about, like, the classic, it's all of those, like, late 90s, early 2000s, like,
Mhm.
teen movies, like 10 Things I Hate About You, She's the Girl, or something like
Yes.
that.
Mm,
And then there were so many of them that they even, like, parodied them at some point.
Yeah, not another teen movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Which is so funny because, like, that is my generation of movies, and I watched all of those. So when I was reading Blowback, I was like, "Yeah," like, so many movies
Oh, is it
popped into my
nostalgic?
head.
Oh, no.
So nostalgic.
so the next question we have is kind of, what is your writing setup? Like, are you on your phone in bed? Do you have a laptop? Are you, writing some of this at the coffee shop? What's going on?
I don't think I'd be brave enough to write any of this in public,
That's fair.
to
That's
be
fair.
honest.
I
Um,
read this in public.
oh, hell yeah. You're brave with to be fair, actually, I do read, like, crazy smart, but writing it, I feel like I would be nervous. But, um but yeah, no, my writing setup, I have I have an office at home, so sometimes I'm off, at the door, focus in there, and then sometimes I sort of need a bit of a change of scenery. So yeah, I have a laptop. I'll go elsewhere. Again, it's just around the house, but even
Mhm.
changing rooms helps sometimes. And yeah, I mean, I've got the phone out a few times, like especially if I'm like out and about and I have an idea, like okay, I need to like write this down. I don't like write the full draft on my phone, but yeah, if it's an idea or something, phone comes out.
That's fun. So you're not at the coffee shop with, like, size 20 font, letting people
Imagine.
read.
Oh.
Someone's like, "Here's your latte." Oh my god, what is that?
What is he doing?
He's doing what?
In the closet?
What? Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that it's interesting that you talk about Blowback being a one shot.
Mm,
What made you change from this one shot first chapter to obviously, like, it expanded, it's 5 chapters,
mm.
and the last one being 40K, which is shout out to you because that's a hefty, hefty chapter. So was there just like something that stuck in your brain that it couldn't move? Like, where did you go? Or was it like what Micah said, what if they did this? And what if they did it again?
It kind of a combination, I guess. I mean, I got so many nice comments on the first chapter. Really liked it, which I didn't really expect. So that was really motivating, and that kind of want to expand on it more because it was, I guess, quite an open-ended thing. They kind of hook up and then they're like, okay, well, maybe see you again. So it was
Mhm.
kind of thought in my brain of like, well, yeah, what would they do if they met up again? Like they, maybe have penetrative sex this time instead of
Hey.
just blowing each other. And
Yes.
then I think, yeah, from there, because I was exploring sort of Shane, in particular, his POV of feeling kind of anxious and sort of trapped within himself when he's sober, and being with Ilya and smoking kind of gets him out of his head a little bit. But then chapter 3 came around, I was like, well, I feel like I want him to experience what it's like to have sex sober. So it was like a what if, yeah, kind of like that. It kind of ended up progressing in that way. And then I think that then chapter 4 and chapter 5, I kind of wanted to explore just their daily lives a bit more. Kind of, I mean, it was still very smutty, obviously, but I wanted to kind of show other sides to their
Mhm.
blossoming relationship.
I feel like I should jump in with a question at this point.
Yeah.
I've been just like intensely listening, like I'm not here. I'm like listening in. Like
Micah, you
if
have
You
to
are
talk.
here.
Hello.
You're
damn
part of
it.
the pod.
Get in here.
As much as I want to talk about blowback because I love it so much, I also have read through like your entire like everything you've written. I've just read
Oh,
through.
wow.
Um, and my main question has been like, how long have you been writing? I know I think I've like seen comments here and there that it's been a while. It's not your first fandom, but it's just like your writing and your prose is just so like just beautiful and
Oh.
detailed and unique, especially when it comes to like all the internal monologues and feelings and everything. So really, just like how long have you been writing? Because like it's just it's so good.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I've been writing creatively in some form or another since I was like young, since I was, I don't know, you know, like early childhood, I guess. I mean, not super, super young, but yeah, all throughout school. I genuinely grew up wanting to be an author. Um, so I did write creatively throughout my school years. And then, yeah, I kind of came away from writing for a while, not intentionally, but because throughout school and then college and things like that, I didn't necessarily have much time, or it wasn't something that I was thinking regularly. But then, yeah, joining fandom and coming into contact with fan fiction, that kind of revived my creativity, I guess, in writing. So yeah, so I think I mentioned somewhere that um, before writing Heated Rivalry fan fiction, I hadn't written anything in like 10 years, which is crazy. So yeah, to see so many nice comments about my writing, even though me personally, I feel like I'm extremely rusty and not all that great. It's really nice and it's been very much appreciated. Thank you.
It's crazy because it's like I did like the backwards thing where in real life I'm a published author and I haven't
Oh
written in
wow.
2 years, but now I'm returning to fan fiction and just writing fan fiction. And, like, now I don't even wanna, like, publish books anymore, I just wanna write heated rivalry smut, like, that's all I wanna do now. Like,
I
it's
get
brought that
it.
joy back. It's
Oh,
I've, like, refound the joy of writing just from writing fan fiction, which is great.
that yeah. I find writing fic just such a great outlet, and I do think there's an element to it of, I mean, I'm being a published author is an amazing, amazing feat. So yeah, congratulations on that. That's insane. But I think yeah, it's. I mean, you can obviously comment to this better than I can, but maybe there's an element, at least for me, of if I were to become a published author, I'd feel quite a lot of pressure around it, maybe. because there's like elements of like marketing, selling the work and things like that involved. Whereas, I love the community that surrounds fan fiction because we're literally all doing it for just the
Yeah.
pure love of the game. Like it's
Exactly.
Mhm.
great.
Mm,
No, and some of it too is just we're doing it for the bit even.
Mm.
Like the love of the game, sure, but also the opportunity to make one joke
Yeah,
um in the middle of the
exactly.
fic, like that's what we're here for sure.
Yeah.
Look, you're
like
talking to someone who
like the
literally has
mirror.
written 2 crack fics.
Oh, nice.
It's kinda like, the mirror scene.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
The mirror
absolutely.
scene got a lot of talk. A lot of
With
Oh,
the
talk.
core
really?
on the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 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 horror.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll
I
throw that
made
in.
a collage on Pinterest for Blowback, and I
Oh,
made
yeah?
sure to include the horror mirror.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I
I'll
have
show
to
you after.
include that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you notice any, like, writing quirks that you might have or certain small things that show up over and over again?
Yeah, I do pick up on some as I'm writing, um, or sometimes, yeah, as I'm editing, I read back through. I mean, I love just a good, like, italicized fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, the internal
Yeah.
thought of just like, "Oh, fuck."
Yes.
Like, I feel like I do that a lot, um, in my writing. I think it's quite fun. It's kind of how my brain works as well, so do that. I
That's perfect.
I I also have a very bad habit thing, and I go through and delete so many of them. I love to use, like, the phrase "a little," like, "a little something,"
Ugh,
"a little," like, I'm like, "Just
yes.
say the thing, girl, like, why are we doing a little bit? Go just full send it." Like, I just
Don't hold back, full send. We'll do it
Go
yeah,
live.
big or go
Exactly.
home.
exactly.
Totally.
I'm like, "Don't be shy about it. Take the 'a little' out. We don't need that." I don't know why I do that, but yeah.
No, a little, always a lot. So, for one of my questions, and as someone who loves, I swear to God, every AU I've come across thus far, how hard was it for you, being that you're in the UK, to write an AU that's kind of set in a different country or a different vibe than what you're familiar with? Like, did you struggle trying to make it I'm gonna say North American appropriate, because obviously in the UK, the frat kind of college life is slightly different than what it is in America or even Canada.
Yeah, definitely. Something I think about having expanded on again what was supposed to be a one shot because when I wrote the one shot, it was very much a thing of like, okay, let's just all accept that they're in some college somewhere in North America somewhere. We don't need to know the specifics.
Right.
They're in college, accept that, and we'll get on with it. And then obviously, as I started expanding the story and kind of delving a bit more into the lore and like, well, how did they come to college and like, you know, what are they doing there and where are their families based? Oh, okay, I need to like I was kind of retroactively researching things, like especially the hockey stuff with Shane because I made him a hockey player because I have this thing of like I believe he's a hockey player in like every universe.
Fair.
um
Mhm.
but yeah, I was going down like loads of rabbit holes, searching American college hockey and D1 athletes. That was a term that I learned on D1 athletes. I was looking up the hockey schedules for American universities, like when do they play? Because I was thinking, does he go home for Christmas? What's his schedule like? So that was kind of tricky because, like I say, I was sort of doing it retroactively and I was trying to fit it in a way that was natural and not too clunky.
No,
And
it did we thought it was great.
oh, thank you.
Mhm.
I hope I did a decent job. But yeah, I think I just kind of went with the thing of it's loosely set at a North American college, but there's some elements of my own university experience in there, so it's not completely accurate. It's yeah, I kind of want people to suspend, I guess, some disbelief. I
For
didn't
sure.
really intend for it to sort of be super realistic, I guess, because I think there are some college AU fics that are very much set in reality, and they're very well done, very well detailed, but mine is not.
What do you
We're
feel
just here
like?
for the vibes. We're
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
here for
it's
the
the
vibes.
vibes.
we love
You
it.
Yeah.
you tell us they're in college, we believe you. That's
They're
all we need to
smoking
Yeah.
know.
weed. They're going to parties. It's a great time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Also,
and
guys,
just
I'm just gonna pause real quick. I have to
Sure.
place my food order. So if you talk
ooh.
to me, I will not hear you because I'm taking my headset off.
Okay.
Well, just do hold music real quick. Dun, dun, dun. No, we were making fun of Jaka earlier because since she's in Canada, there's the uniquely Canadian things that she does. And for dinner, they're ordering like chicken wings. And we were making fun of her for not ordering buffalo wings,
Oh, okay.
which
I,
super American, super American.
I've never had clothes or
Oh, I'm so sorry.
missing out.
You are. It's a little bit like ranch in the sense of like Americans are obsessed with it. Basically like a hot sauce that they add a bunch of butter to
Ooh,
and then you put it on chicken wings.
that sounds great.
It is
Yeah,
amazing.
I would fuck with that, I feel.
Oh, 100 like it is a little spicy though, so I do think some people would die, but it would be worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean the vast majority of the UK cannot handle their spice.
Yeah, and the idea of like anyone in the UK getting something that's like extra spicy,
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to make fun of you guys, but
No, it's okay.
Oh my god, curry would slap right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
don't make me think about it.
I love Indian food so much. I discovered it like 5 years ago. I was
Really?
always eating so boring. I know. My husband introduced me to it.
Thinking about lamb vindaloo right now. The food orders we would be making. First of all, buffalo chicken.
I'm in my closet and I was rationed one piece of pizza for dinner.
No.
Anyway,
What were we doing?
Yeah.
a
what were we
podcast.
doing?
What was our last question?
We're so
I think
good at
it-
this.
You know, we're gonna cycle back to blowback
Wait,
because
I-
you love it, but
I do think we had
gonna
the
blow back.
entire
Blow back.
we had the entire cottage server reading for Jessica at one point, I think.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're in this. Allie and I are in this big server, the cottage, and we also have a couple questions from there specifically because we have a dedicated channel just titled 21CG, and then
No
right now
way.
it's blowback.
Oh my
And
god.
I kind of like hinted. I'm like, so if anyone had any questions for like a specific person, perchance, just hypothetically, if you could ask a question, what would your question be? Hypothetically. And this was like a week and a half ago.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane to know that I have a dedicated channel in the server.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yep.
yeah.
I didn't want to be nosy and say let me in and show me.
Oh, you can also join. Like for sure we'll send you an invite if you want.
Oh no, I don't want to like intrude, but I just
There's
No,
like
love
for-
500
it's
there's
like
like
a-
500 people in the server. You are
yeah.
not intruding. Do not
Okay.
worry.
It is a very
I love
cozy and safe space. We
It is.
protect the fan fiction space hard.
Also,
it.
I have a gun. No, I'm kidding.
I do.
Jesus.
Anyone acts up.
Right. I'm a mod.
from-
So all right, Micah.
You wanted to talk about it for
focus,
Jessica.
focus.
For Jessica.
For Jessica.
For Jessica. I got a Glock in my Rari, as the
Oh,
poet
hell
would say.
Oh my god, you guys.
I'm so sorry. I had some wine.
Perfect.
So, Micah, what was your question?
Oh. So moving off of blowback for just a second. I loved for Jessica. Like I said, I've read like all your work, but for Jessica, I know you've also hinted at writing more. But what gave you the idea for that in general? Because it's so hot. Like the entire idea of that story is just I love it so much and I cannot wait for like any more crumbs. So like what gave you the idea of that?
Yeah, I can't take credit at all for the idea. It was actually someone sent to me, said, "Oh, you need to get on this." Can't remember who I linked the tweet, I think in the author notes. If I haven't, I'll definitely go back and do that. But yeah, it was someone else's brainchild, and I was like, okay, like if you're not going to write this, I would happily contribute to the cause. So I wrote it. I replied back to them, like, Queen, I wrote it for you. I hope you like it.
It
Yeah,
looks like
but
it's
I mean,
your insomnia. I just went and
that's
checked.
it. Oh,
Oh,
good. I'm glad I put that in. Yeah, so it was their brainchild. I just sort of built off of it. But I mean, I think the sex lesson trope so hot. I think it's yeah, I can love that. So sunk my teeth into that quite readily.
I always love this idea of like the plot babies that are like left alone or people that, don't write and people pick them up and like take this kind of brainchild
Mm,
and run with it. And like it's definitely, it's kind of a mashup of the two of you because they've come up with the idea and you're the one who put it to the pen to the page, so to speak. And I think that's such a cool way for fandom to work. Like
I love
it,
it. I love
when
yeah.
that
when
first
fandom works
happened,
like that.
I was like, because this is my first fandom. So like I am a baby in the fandom.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, someone's gonna get so pissed. And they're not. They're like, somebody please write this. Like, I can't write this.
Oh, yeah, the people are ravenous for fic.
Right?
It's like me last
And
night mentioning that I need a fix specifically with crucifix in mouth and come on
yes,
glasses, but in the same
yes,
scene, I put
Oh,
out like a PSA, like someone write this. I need both
mm,
in one.
yes. Also, okay, we talked about this on the actual episode pod, but I want your kind of like thoughts on this
mm,
because Blowback has gone through like this rising um trend recently on Threads. Like people are loving it. And I remember, I want to say it was like maybe a month ago, maybe not. um, where Come on Shane's Glasses was like a heated topic. Everybody was loving it. People were
A
writing
heated
mini
topic?
oh.
a heated topic, yes. But people were writing, what do they call threadlets, thread fix, or I don't know what to call them.
Ficklets. I think on the server we call them
Ficklets.
ficklets.
Ficklets on Threads about coming on Shane's Glasses, all inspired by Blowback. I don't know
Wow.
if you saw any of that when you were on Threads, but like for you as an author, what is it like to see like your brainchild kind of out there in the world?
It's yeah, that's I'm still kind of coming to grips with it. I mean, it's so crazy. I never, ever, ever expected it to get such a reaction. I mean, when it started doing fairly well, I guess, on three, that was, just all I could have hoped for. People were leaving lovely comments. And then I had people saying, oh, I saw this shared on Reddit. I saw it shared on Threads. And it was only actually when I sort of um, started lurking on Threads a bit more that I realized, yeah, how so many people had sort of picked it up. Oh my goodness, I people are like talking about the thing that I wrote, together and making jokes about it or making memes of it or I mean it's crazy. It's like the best thing you could ask for as a writer. It's so flattering and I love seeing it. I mean it's so motivating. You feel like you've done something right, I guess. And I'm just glad that people enjoyed it so much. I really didn't expect it. So it's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, if you ever need more cheerleaders, we're always here
Hmm.
in the wings waiting. We might waive $20, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I might need like what happens to Shane and Ilya when they leave college and enter the real world
Oh,
and become more adultier adults. Just saying,
mm,
just throwing that idea out there.
we might need
okay.
100K after college.
Do you know
It's
how
on
hard
its
it is
way,
to write
yeah.
40K?
Oh
Listen,
god. I don't know how I did that. I was
I don't know how
possessed,
you
I
did that.
think.
I think
I
your author notes say you
I
entered a
I
fugue
was
state.
I
I
really
like
did. I don't know what happened to me.
I
Well,
Yeah, it
struggle
we'll
was
to
funny.
write like 40K words as it is, like even just book wise. Like I struggle to like, come on, we gotta at least make this like 50K, then we can put it out in the world. 40K for a chapter. It
A
blows my
chapter, a
mind.
chapter.
It blows my mind. That is
we
so
can.
that's impressive on its own, but it's also like insane. Like, oh my God.
I
We'll
still
recreate the
remember
conditions. It'll be fine.
yes, when Micah had posted something and we were just talking, like, about the fic and, getting our kinda notes ready to record the pod, and they're like, "Starting at chapter 5, it's about 40K words," and I was like, "Okay, like, 40K words." I thought that was for the total fic, because
Oh.
I wasn't looking at the words. Like, I didn't look at the word count. I was just, like, in my vibes, and then when we were talking about it last night and they're like, "40K for chapter 5." I'm like, "Wait, what?
Yeah, because the total
40K for
words
chapter
are
5?"
like 93,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 93,000, 40K of that is chapter 5.
Right? And I mean,
It's so
it's amazing.
it's so funny actually that you say that because I went through because I've been planning out the next part slash epilogue slash whatever it may be, and I went back through sort of the timeline, the fic so far, and I sort of highlighted what happened in chapter 1, what happened in chapter 2, and it's such a funny visual to see, like, just, like, maybe 80% of the fic happened in the last chapter. It's so stupid. I d I it's I
They had a lot of
Magnificent.
growth.
like
They had a lot of
I
growth.
was just so stubborn with it. I was like, I refuse to do more than 5 chapters, and I now writing something else for it. I was like, "Oh, 5 is just a nice round number, so I'm just gonna put it all
Mhm.
into one."
That's fair. I did love the chapter 3 author's note for Blowback. That was like, "This is the last chapter, I swear."
Mm, yeah.
Famous
And then
last
that
words.
and then the
Famous last
next
words.
chapter button pops up.
I lied.
Yeah. Yeah,
Never mind.
I keep lying. Compulsive
Is lie
liar.
lie who told you that.
Lie, liar told you that.
Exactly.
Literally my
So
life, yeah.
much. So another question that we had pop up from the cottage server was, could you see yourself writing about Holinov being on any other drugs, like a fun psychedelic trip or anything like that?
Ooh, yeah. I would I'd give it a go, to be honest. I'd be interested in exploring that. It could be quite fun. Yeah, I'd have to do my research first. I
Mhm.
haven't I've done a bit of weed, so I kind of
Fair.
through my experience a little bit with that and
Mhm.
supplemented with a bit of research, but yeah, with other drugs, I would probably have to get into the deep
The men-
trenches of research for it,
That's fair.
but
In Colorado, we have decriminalized, like, mushrooms. So,
oh,
if
yeah.
you need a vacation, let me know.
Oh, perfect. I will be there.
You can go visit the Rockies.
Right,
I'd actually
the
love
mountain
to.
time. No, it's great. I'll write a guide.
Thank
Look,
you.
all I can offer you is the East Coast of Canada. We got like the highest tides in the world. Just
That's kinda
saying.
fun.
It's kind of nice. I have a chocolate factory and a chocolate museum in my town. You wanna come eat some chocolate
Ooh,
after you visit the
I
Rockies? Just saying.
yeah,
What
I'm
is
I'm
it
gonna go
like?
to the Rock, do
Yeah.
mushrooms, and then I'll go to Canada, have some chocolate. Perfect.
With a pit
All we
Yeah,
got here
well,
is good
that's okay.
pizza
Well, and
I'm
buffalo
into
wings.
that too.
and
That's a
buffalo
and
wings
three-course
from
buffalo.
meal.
Buffalo.
Is that not a
Exactly.
Exactly. There we go.
three-course meal?
There you
Perfect.
go. So, some like precursor psychedelics, some
Yeah.
pizza and buffalo wings, and chocolate for dessert. Look, we have planned Junie's, North American tour.
We're gonna take mushrooms, and then we're gonna take the train that takes us to the top of Pikes Peak.
Oh
It'll
Lord.
be great. The mountains will be purple.
Wait.
That is
Okay,
so
sorry.
funny.
All
Side
right.
quest.
My
Yeah.
next question for you is, what are your top 3 favorite tags? Like, the funniest tags you can think of, whatever. I know it's a tough question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. Yeah, I love a good, like, sort of quirky or out there AU. I know tag, but, like, any kind of AU that's like, why on earth would they be there? I'm so I love that kind of stuff. Like anything like magical, fantasy,
Mhm.
quirky. I love that. So I'm very much on the train of like I love the Omegaverse, but specifically Alpha Alpha. I know that's not everyone's cup of
Yes.
tii.
Oh
No,
my
bring
god,
it for
Ooh.
it, bring
yes.
it for it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm in good
Yes.
company.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
That's the shit for me. Like, I mean, Omegaverse, like traditional dynamic. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Great. But like, I for Shane and Ilya specifically as well. Like, if it's Alpha Alpha, amazing. And I love it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Yep.
It's also one that doesn't get, like, a lot of love.
It
It's
needs more.
this is my PSA.
Yeah.
Please write more Alpha Alpha all in all fan fiction.
I'll get my
I
people on
Please
it.
apparently I apparently have to write Wolf Ilya
Oh, like
Ooh.
Werewolphilia
more.
or Wolf
Yeah,
Sister.
apparent I have an idea out there. I have to do it. I'm currently working on medical AU and all that. But apparently I have to write Wolfilia, and it's like, you know what? He's gonna be an alpha anyway. Why not just throw in Shane as one too? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
why
it.
not?
Why
Yes.
not?
Por
Do
qué
Why
Do
not?
it.
no? Por qué no los dos, you know?
Do it.
You've heard it here first though, is that we might do Omega first for one of our next episodes.
Oh, we
Oh,
have to.
yes.
We're
Yes.
gonna yeah.
Oh, well,
We're
yeah.
gonna.
We're
Yeah.
not just gonna
We're
Yeah.
leave
gonna
that out.
Yep. Yep.
we're specifically doing an MPreg Omegaverse.
Yeah, we are.
Ooh,
I don't
That's
know
one of my
curious.
favorite
why, but
tags.
MPreg Omegaverse, chef's kiss.
Agreed.
Um, but yeah, I think that's also like Omegaverse is still something new for a lot of people who are just getting like into fan fiction.
Mhm.
Um, I read Omegaverse like novels, so for me that was not like a stretch, but for some people they're like, "What?" So
Mm.
I'm it's
Yeah.
so awesome that you love it. I agree. More alpha needs to be there.
Wait,
Um,
specifically, hold on. I'm gonna combine two tags. Alpha,
oh
alpha,
lord.
and then also jock for jock. That's it.
Oh,
Yes.
That's it.
yes.
I
Yes.
do need I do need Shane to
Oh,
be wearing that backwards baseball cap. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
right?
Mhm.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Crucifix in mouth, backwards
Coming on
baseball.
Shane's
Yes.
True
glasses,
socks.
Yes.
True
backwards
socks
spade.
are on.
Oh,
Oh my god. I'm
god
just
damn it.
thinking someone drew an amazing banner and it was like, yeah, Shane's version of lingerie, backwards cap,
Yup.
jock strap, like
Yup.
the trainers. Oh
Yes.
my
Yup.
god. Oh.
Yup.
Sabina is
Oh,
that sounds amazing.
Whew.
right?
Send us the link later.
Yeah,
We'll
if you find that, we
confer.
Well,
need that.
I will find.
We will study that for research purposes.
Mm.
Professional interest only.
Hmm.
Professional interest, 100%.
Speaking of, someone from the cottage did have a question. Extremely professional.
Hmm.
Any chance that in any of your future fics, Ilya would be the one to wear the lace lingerie?
Oh, it could happen. It could. Honestly, I don't discriminate. Shane can wear it, Ilya can wear it. They could both have fun. I
Equal
did,
opportunity. Yeah.
yeah, I did play with the idea. This isn't confirming anything. I don't know yet. We'll
Mhm.
see. I did play with the idea of bringing him back, blowback, but maybe Shane is like, okay, you wear it this time, but we'll see.
Ooh,
We'll see. We'll
I
see.
Yes.
love
Nothing confirmed.
Nothing
There's
I
confirmed.
pieces missing,
love
but
Only
yeah.
my hopes. Only my hopes and dreams.
I'm
We
sorry,
shall.
but assertive Shane,
Oof.
Mm,
love me
yeah.
some assertive Shane in the bedroom.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it shows like Shane's growth, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm a therapist, so I'm always like, "Ah, look at Shane's
Oh, I love
emotional
that.
growth.
Shane's emotional growth.
He's
Meanwhile, like, we're
using his
Isn't that
horny.
coping
Shane?
skills." Like, he knows he has anxiety, so he's trying not to jump to any conclusions.
Mm.
Shane's emotional growth and Elia's growth. Two different things.
Julia could do more growth.
Yeah.
That
Um,
there's a lot of growth in Blowback, guys. So much
Several
growth.
types.
Lots of it.
You
Much
will
growth.
appreciate all the growth.
Mm. Mm.
Hard growth, soft growth, emotional
Mm.
growth.
Mhm,
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 mhm, mhm, mhm. Friend
mm.
group
Mhm.
growth.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Which is actually something I wanted to talk about because in Blowback, you kind of have like these peripheral characters in Ilya's roommates who we see are, like Sveta and Molly and Marley, although I think we just talk about him. I can't remember if we see him or not. And then
Mm,
Shane has like JJ and Hayden. And then eventually they kind of merge into like one social group.
mm,
Do you think that they really all would have gotten along?
mm. I mean, probability suggests no, I feel. There's gonna be some clashes somewhere, right?
Mhm.
And it is something that I'd quite like to explore a bit more in the next part. It's sort of meshing of the friend groups a bit more. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the alliances between the girls because I feel like, I mean, the girls
Yes.
will get on. The girlies,
Oh,
Oh,
they
yeah.
know
totally.
ball. They love each other.
Oh, yeah.
Queens.
Totally.
So they're gonna queen out together. But yeah, I feel like probability suggests that not everyone would get on. But also, like, I just love a happy family. Like
Yeah.
They're like,
This
let's
blowback
all
might be
love.
hot as hell, but I want everybody to love each other and get together.
Yeah.
it's our
Which I love.
sandbox. We can do what we want with it.
Totally.
I think off the top of my head, I'm feeling like Troy and Hayden, they're just not two people that are gonna get on. Troy's gonna
Mm,
look at
Mm.
Hayden and be like, "This dude's a loser."
The 15th best
Yeah.
Montreal player.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No
Like,
way.
who's this guy?
but I feel like Troy and Jackie would get along,
Oh, they would love each
Ooh,
other.
yeah,
right? I feel like
yeah, I can
Jackie's
see
just
that.
collecting all the like boys that that Hayden
Hate her
brings
husband.
home. That is just like, God Almighty, you guys are so dumb. Let me just love you and mother you to death.
Oh
And
yeah,
so she has so many children.
she's just knocking sense into people left and right, and they're like, "Actually, yeah, you've got a point. Please tell me what to do with my life."
Right? Oh, Jackie, love you, queen. So I think that we have a couple more questions just to finish everything up. But yeah, thank you so much for talking to us, and hopefully you've had fun. I think
Absolutely.
Allie, you've got a question.
Yeah. So, one of the questions, this is a therapist question because I want people to also have interests that are offline. Um, but what are your hobbies that aren't anything to do with like fandom or online things? Like, do you have any offline hobbies or how do you touch grass?
Yeah, I touch grass quite often, I would say. I'm
Good,
proud of that. Yeah,
good.
That's good.
I yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I'm quite active. I love hiking. I just love being in nature a lot, like,
Yeah.
as much as possible when time allows and the British weather terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I love to get out on a hike. I go to the gym, read. I do,
Amazing.
and I yeah, I do a lot of consuming, like, reading, watching movies, listening to music, things like that. But I think writing is my biggest creative outlet. And then outside of that, I'm trying to think. I love to bake, do a little bit
Oh,
of baking here and there, like
jealous.
I love baking.
yeah.
I need a
Um.
if you have a great proper English scone recipe, you can slip that over to me because
Oh
they don't do them here. And the place
no.
that I used to go to in Ottawa was amazing for English style scones.
Oh, find you on.
Yes.
I had to realize belatedly after I'd lived here for 6 months that high altitude changes everything, every single basic baking recipe. Like,
It
Oh
does.
really?
because
Yeah.
I'm up in a mountain, I guess, I think I have to bake things longer.
Oh
And you have to add
wow.
Or
more moisture
yeah, so I
through the
have to
sea
add more
levels.
liquid and bake it longer.
Oh, that's so
'Cause
interesting. I would have
baking is
never
all
thought that.
chemistry, yeah. So,
Yeah.
My main final question is mainly just kind of like within the hobbies thing, because you mentioned a lot of consuming, a lot of reading. It's okay if it's not right off the top of your head, but because there's always hello. Someone's
Sorry.
food's here. Sorry,
Next to
someone's food's
phony.
here. Sorry.
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 All right, start over.
Do you have any fic recommendations? Like, what are your favorites right now? Have you read anything recently that is just like stuck with you, or like anything in that realm?
Mm, yeah, I actually made a one to because I read it just the other day and I was like, holy shit, like it's incredible. Um, yeah, so it's called About Summer by
Uh,
Chain Tick. Um,
Ooh.
I don't know how to pronounce their
We'll put it in the
AO3 tag.
description.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's called About Summer. I mean, I've read quite a few of the things they've written. They are such a good author, like incredible, like voice, incredible prose. I'm so jealous of them actually because they write so well. Um, but About Summer, I read the other day and it blew me away. It's everything I love because I really love magical realism,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and there was quite a lot of that, and kind of deals without spoiling it just a little bit about grief and things. And I love because it's something that I'd like to explore a bit more later on
Mm.
in Fix is kind of delving into the more angsty topics. And just yeah, I mean they wrote well, so that would be the one that I would recommend at the minute. About
I've
Summer.
I've read that one. It is beautiful and devastating.
So good.
It's
So
so good.
unbelievably good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read. New tab open. Story of
Right.
my
Yes.
life.
So read that one and then immediately read For Jessica just so you can stop
Just
weeping.
Yeah, we were trying to get Jacob to stay up last night past like midnight. I'm like, you're not going to bed. You need to read for Jessica right now. You need to
There's a
read
lot of
it.
peer pressure happening, guys, at the
I can
pod
You
see
last
need
that,
it.
night.
yeah.
You need
Don't
to
worry
read
about
it.
it. Don't worry
It's
about
just
it.
it's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Honestly,
I've
just go read
opened the
the
tab.
entire just go read the entire backlist, honestly.
Oh my
Go in
I have
order.
opened the tab. I have opened the tab,
Cool.
guys.
Bet.
That's like step
good,
1.
good.
Uh, so I guess my final question to you kind of round out tonight would be for people that are just getting started writing in a fanfic space and given, there's been tons of discourse about fanfic authors and things like that, and people might be a little nervous. What piece of advice would you give someone who's looking kind of to start their fanfic journey?
It's quite a simple answer, and I think it's easy to say like, "Oh, just start." That's like the line that everyone uses. Like, "Oh, if you're thinking about it, just start." But honestly, as someone who really struggles, like the biggest part that I struggle with is the starting part. Um, I think just opening up the doc is sometimes the hardest part. And, if you've got an idea and it's like a tiny idea, it's not fully fleshed out, just still write it down, come back to it later. You could expand on it later. And try not to feel pressured with it. I think there's a lot of, at least I feel sometimes a lot of pressure thinking about would people actually like to read this? Would it do well or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think you have to remember that you're writing for you. Of course, there's an element of an audience involved, but the best writing that you're going to produce is something that you have enjoyed writing. So I would keep that in mind. There's something else drifting away from me.
That's all right.
um,
It'll come
uh,
back to you like in the middle of the night and you'll be like, oh,
Just like
yeah, I should have
Yuna
said that.
sitting up in
Oh
the middle of the
God.
night. The elevator.
Oh my God, yeah.
right? Poor Yuna.
Oh, I feel like it was a good point, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, just making a start and and also just, you know, before maybe you start writing, maybe just read a lot and get an idea of what you personally like to read. I feel like that quite, informs your writing. If you have a good grasp of what you enjoy reading yourself and how you like to write, finding your writing. I think that's what I'd
Awesome.
say.
That's
Amazing.
amazing. I love that because I think that really, like you said, what you like to read informs your own writing,
Mm,
um,
100%.
which is 100%. I
Yeah.
mm.
I read so much, and I totally would back that up, with my lack of authorship. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on and joining your very first author interview. And we've enjoyed getting to know you a little bit more and reading your works and now getting to talk to you. So that has been absolutely amazing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Micah,
thank
did
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
oh,
Micah.
Micah did what?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, Micah, did
I
you
did
have any
something.
final thoughts?
Did we
I'm
have
just
an
in the
exit
closet.
plan? What
I'm
is our
just in the
exit
closet. I didn't do
strategy?
anything. Oh no, really only closing thoughts are just probably speaking for the three of us, we'd all agree that we can't wait to see what you do. And we're just so glad that you have so many eyes on you, as scary as it seems. But we appreciate it and we support it. And we will fight anyone who tries to interfere with that. And we can't wait to see what you do and just read anything you write. Like fans for life. I'm gonna continue to read anything you write and
Yes,
just
Oh.
thank
100%.
you. Thank you for putting yourself
Oh,
out there.
oh, thank you. That's gonna make me cry. Oh.
Oh,
Success.
Oh no.
We did it.
I'm not gonna cry. No, but yeah, no, it's so unbelievably kind of you. This whole like experience, it's so bizarre, you know. Like at the end of the day, you know, I'm just a part of the fandom as anyone else, and you know, the response to the fix has been more than I could have imagined, and the fact that people are talking about me, you know, not just my work, but me as a person, me as an author online. You know, it's really strange, but it's really really nice, and I don't know what to do with all the love. It's you know, I'm
Well, you
conscious of.
deserve it.
Oh,
just
thank you.
bask in it, bask in the love because fantastic, fantastic work. And
Oh,
even people that, you know, you see the premise of Blowback and you think, not for me, trust me, read it. It might be for you.
Fanfic
Uh,
is all about finding that new threshold of this is for me. So
Oh
yes.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm so yeah, so glad so many people have enjoyed it, and I hope that you know, even if it takes a little while, because my brain is sometimes very slow, but I hope that whatever comes next is people enjoy it as well. I just want to make people happy and give them something to enjoy. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much, and
Just
also just very quickly wanted to say thank you for what you guys are doing in the fandom as well. I think that, you know, this kind of thing is so lovely. You know, you're showing appreciation for authors and you're spotlighting people, and you know, it's obviously a completely voluntary thing. You don't have to be doing it and you're taking the time out, and it's really really nice, and I think you guys are so sweet, and yeah, thank you for what you're doing as well.
Oh,
oh,
thank you so much. I'm like,
I was
now
like,
I'm
no,
gonna
we're
I'm gonna be
we're
cry.
act-
cool about it. I'm gonna be cool and won't praise. And
Right?
then there's like
We're
2 good
so
carbs.
cool.
they're
Yeah.
actually forcing me to do this. So
I
Like
Well,
I
loved
said,
it.
I
we
have
put
a
Micah in a
gun.
closet.
I
We
have
put
a
Micah in the
gun.
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
they
in a
put me in
closet
a
with one slice of
closet.
pizza.
Yeah,
Like,
They
exactly.
put me in a
100%.
closet.
It's
She
like in
agreed
Dirty
to this, I
Dancing, you
swear.
know, where they're like, nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah,
Nobody
nobody
puts
puts
Micah
baby
in
in
the
the corner.
closet.
Okay.
Well, I did
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
cue the theme
during Pride
song.
Month.
Yeah.
Um, just before we cue theme song, do we
Oh,
want
jeez.
You're
to
gonna make me
just do
pause
a,
in
a
editing.
yeah, I
Yeah.
am. Do we want to do
We're
an
fine.
exit out?
We
How do
didn't
we do
plan
that?
like that's the thing.
Uh, look, I will plan it right here, Jacob. Executive decision.
This is why
One
we
moment, let
have
me get
you.
my
Yeah.
professional voice.
Yeah. Newscaster.
So, we want to thank everybody for joining us for our first author interview with Junie, aka 21CG. You can find them on AO3 at 21CG, as well as on Threads. We look forward to seeing more from the author of Blowback and for Jessica. So keep an eye out, subscribe to them, follow them on Threads, and you can find us wherever you find your podcasts. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Look out for next week's episode where we break down Blowback.
We break down and blow it back.
You're so good at
There
this.
you go. See, this is why I professional fraudage, guys.
Yeah, you're professional. Cue the theme song.
Yeah, cute theme song.
Check out.